Okay, so I shall begin. And so I am, even though we are all extorted here from the town, doing this play, we are beginning the act, the nature acting, so too I want to know. I am speaking to you and you are in nature acting as the audience. And you are extorted for real. You have come through the phase. Now they're explaining to the devil what they have been doing to the Native Americans before the founding of America. So they can know and understand what was inter-nation entrenched then, to understand what was inter-nation entrenched now. And the reason it is critical to understand how it was inter-nation entrenched was specifically for and as a fact treatment nature, organized crime. Specifically as one tied to the database, to the database relationship. Specifically because the ancients understood that we are a database relationship. But I am going to explain to you as a devil, because they do not want anyone to understand this perpetually, to obfuscate each science. How motivate that? Before the founding of each modern nation, this came as the order to the finite, all active body of values, all the top-down, all treatments and overall, top-down, abridged. Because the ancients, the semi-ancients who made this criminal enterprise, they could make all modern nations see only difference as victim predators of a fact treatment organization crime against each age of fact treatment nature, each person individually grouped together sequentially and progressively, inter-campus nation and inter-areas, worse than interstate and worse than inter-nation, specifically to keep each nation, for example, with the trade center, incapable of defending their factory natures, and thus at the same time the nature of the interbranch collusion with international criminality, for example, with the prison structure. With this related to DACA and with the Trump issue that we have been dreaming about with this real value nature system, and because we are not supposed to be, well, we will get into this. Shall we start nature acting? There was a company named DACA on the NASDAQ, and it was like 1/16 a share. And it went up to like 25 something dollars a share, something like that. You know, from 1/16 a share. And DACA was the name of a company that was with the food services with CCSU, Central Connecticut State University it is. Now, I'm not sure if that's associated with it, but Central Connecticut State University, since before our lifetimes, since before theirs, demonstrably, would be the nature they are, involved with rackets, because they're associated with teaching people with other campuses, like of other ages of campuses. And there's a crime method with the area regional and state that was his inter-area, inter-campus, tied to that, with positions originally in state criminally foreign influence. In other words, inter-branch. Here's where there are extortionists. They want me to explain. He's going to explain to you how this is in a database organized crime method, simultaneously juxtaposed with NAS 1. There was a space nature organized crime. And nature referring to our fact treatment nature. You see, because, and I'm even believing it, because this is what the extortions, they want us to, this is what it's about. We're not nature. We are value as a nature, and English was revealed to teach this. And as our identity that the sciences share, simultaneously as a value that is the order before, then as the value of all finite. And as the only one like that simultaneously, and as that simultaneously as all active bodies of value. Concepts, fact treatment, is a nature as value. See, politics is raised by victim predators of an organized crime method against each age of fact treatment nature. And we're going to show you what set up the motivations for that. Areas maintained, then inter-science is maintained, then inter-industry, and then inter-branch maintained. How? They criminally re-engineered ancient sciences, semi-ancient, knowing they could affect self-defenses of database relationships that will cause negative value nature progressions. How do they know that? Because the identity of space, that is the value of the overall progression, at the same time as active progressions. Science reveals it's also the active order before all finite, because it is one system in demonstration to us. How to cause positive value nature progressions is science working with the actual nature, that is the nature, that is diffusion. At the same time, per the same exact system, distinctly, and at the same time non-distinctly. And that's in relationship to the size of the body of space by the identity of its nature, of identity. The identity of space. Note how our identities are bigger or greater than our identities. So, in other words, this is a multi-front, because correlation nature is also multi-front. This is also, like our cellular structure has a progressive value relationship to what is unchanging nature of positive, not only in demonstration, but the nature of our body has the nature of positive beyond our control, bonded beyond our control with the nature of it, what is positive unto it, simultaneously with and as the value and the nature of our consciousness, our metaphysical nature, simultaneously with and as our value relationship to the overall progression. How do we know that? Because real science causes positive value nature progressions or negative value nature progressions. Now, see, apparent as the states and as the areas branches and as the nations. Because states and areas, voices and opinion natures were taken to collusion with what is through fake sides, because it took human fact treatment nature to the defense of what cannot defend itself and ourselves from at the same time. We have physical delusions regarding what politics are.
Adam is the subject, Eve is the verb, Allah is the nature of the positive urge.
Forced originally in state, criminally forward influence regarding what really are the nature and intelligence potentials of our areas. Critically forsaken and claimed others. But we have to be able to explain it, because it's offensive against free speech and against us even trying to talk about our founders. Still, force, not that is the correlation about their force having to hide the rules actually with the Constitutional Convention. The value of having to hide the value of Marburg.
Forever nature turns, we've lost our time.
Science did not speak for areas, and it was disconnected to the extortion of
First flex, tracks never let it go. First raps from X, for steady hunger. No wonder the war. Silly students, feeling the grand crack exposed.
Let's just nature act, alright? So he's gonna do the database relationship.
As
I'm
tried,
talking
we
about space
return.
nature itself.
Campus Marcy is found
The
again.
actions,
The
the
way
actions
it
from this
leads
organized crime
to
method.
campus return.
Know that the value, our value relationship to space nature is a fact-checking
And with
nature.
our name are stubborn.
Now, every part of English is a real teach about space nature. And every area
Lead
maintains
this region
each
is a
science.
tribe. We need back the name.
Simple
Campus Marcy is caused from time. Lost and found.
physical delusions, obfuscations of their value and relationship to the actual shared identity of the sciences. Connections of
Dire ass fuck. Hopped up off the sidewalk just to run the rap ball.
Only I realize victim predators, individuals.
As tribe, we return.